those little things, and that's when big things happen.
Mike, running game. When you look at it, what do you think's holding you back?
I mean,
Other than 11 guys on the other side of the line.
well, yeah, we're just, we're not really built personnel-wise to just knock people off the ball, which is what you need to do in this league. So we're trying to coach around that and figure out what we can do well. We've been running outside zone well. It wasn't good to us today. We had a couple things for these guys where we got a couple of pin and pull plays that we worked, and we got some good yardage on those. But we just personnel-wise, we got to continue to recruit to get where we can knock people off the ball.
And I know you've been asked it a bunch, but how much does your play calling change when you throw the backup in?
Well, it's like we have a plan each week on our play sheet for the backup quarterback. We have what he can do well and what he's got reps at. That's the big thing, is what has he been repped at during the week, because you can't rep both quarterbacks equally on a game plan and expect the first guy to do really well. So we make sure and keep up with how many reps that quarterback's got at everything that we throw on that week, whatever the routes are. And then really a lot of us just talking to him, say, hey, man, what do you feel good about? What do you like? He reads things a little differently, different pass combinations, and he feels more confident stuff. So between those two things, that's where we build our plan as far as what we're going to do with him. It's just really condensed. He hadn't seen the motions. He's seen some of them, but not all. I mean, it's not that he hadn't seen them. He just hadn't done them. You hate to put a kid out there in that situation and start calling plays and formations and motions that he hadn't actually done. That's not fair to him. So it scaled us back. It scaled us back a good bit, but he did a great job. He went in and had a really good drive for a touchdown. So we just didn't help him out at all up front. I put that on me. I put that on the O-line. We had to get the run game going in the second half to be able to help him be able to do the things that he needed to do. And we didn't do that. We protected. I thought we protected good, but we just couldn't move the ball as far as running the ball downhill.
That last drive of the first half for the touchdown, that was an efficient drive. I think he was 9 of 10. I don't know.
Yeah.
What went well that drive? Were you able? You said, was it running a little bit, or did he just throw it well?
We hit a couple runs, and we weren't behind the chains. We weren't third and long. We didn't get him in those situations. We got some third downs, but it was he did a really good job stepping up the pocket, and he did a really good job hitting the crossers. And, he did those things well, and those were plays that he was confident in, and he stepped up and made those throws.
The only thing that you talked about on Tuesday, the way they use their safeties, bring them down like whatever. It looked like he stayed high most of the time just because they were able to shut down the running game.
Yeah.
And they're doing that. Is there any other option, anything else that you could try, or it's just somewhere where you have to get the running game going?
Yeah, you got to win up front. You got to win on some double teams. You got to win on some single blocks, and you got to get the ball. We tried to get it downhill quick. We were trying to just run the inside zone and try to hit the line quick before the safeties could get down to it. We got a couple of pin and pull plays that we'd put in during the week. A couple of those hit, and we thought we had it figured out, and then it's just all of a sudden they get we try to run outside zone, they slant to it, they get us for a 4-yard loss, and that's when you get behind the chains and things just aren't going good, and we're not built right now to overcome some of that stuff. But I don't think from an O-line standpoint that we gave Jack a chance to be super successful. I felt like if we could have rushed for 120 or 130, I think that'd been enough for us to have a chance. But we didn't do it. We put them in tough situations, and that's something we got to get better at up front.
Matt, some of this is repetitive, so I apologize in advance. When you know that Austin going in the back, and then things are 50-50 for a while, you don't know.
Yeah.
You got to put a fire out really fast. What's your communication with whoever, just before?
No, we get on the phones, and Reagan's in the box, and we've got our list of plays that we know that Jack's good at, and that Jack's rep that week. We keep up with the rep count, and we know what he's repped and what he's comfortable with, because you don't ever want to put a kid in there and all of a sudden start calling game plan plays that he hadn't seen, that he hadn't ran. So we want to make sure everything we ran was stuff that he'd ran during the week and stuff that he'd ran multiply during camp and during spring that he felt good about. So that's really what it went to, is, hey, let's go to our backup quarterback plan. Let's get this thing rolling. So